He threw it in my car. Oh, what's the name of a boner I threw it in my car?
There you go, try boner. Boner?
He threw it in my car. I don't know if he's going to take it off.
Net did the takedown? So it's one of those guys.
Yeah.
You just didn't know.
This is bystander.
Which one's his phone?
Sisters.
That's all I got.
Huh?
You want mine?
I want that one. This is all it's in.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, thank you.
I think Shelly's pulling her number.
Somebody can.
Yeah, can you take them to get a?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So you go to that one too? Gotta go find it. What's up, girl? Nah. Working hard.
They'll come in a few and then change out the cuffs, put you up front,
Okay.
so it's more comfortable. But the truck stuff and all that, you could ask the actual detectives through the case. They'll be the ones talking to you.
All right. Oh man. Thank you. All right. 12. Let's see. This is yours. This is yours, right? Stuff here. I'm Detective Miller with Osceola County Sheriff's Office. Okay. Or Detective Weatherly with Polk County. First things first, what I'll do is we'll go over some. You still got your cuffs? Mm-hmm. You want to get a little bit more comfortable, put them in front so we can talk? Yes, please.
Okay. Hold that thought.
Let me see if I can get your belly band. What? I'll just put these in front. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. I'll put them around front for you. Stand up, please. There we go. All right. Alright, first things first, what I'll do is I will read you your Miranda warnings, okay? Miranda rights, you ever heard of them? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm required to inform you that you have the right to remain silent, do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court, do you understand?
Yes.
You're entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning, do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided before and or during questioning without charge, do you understand?
Yes.
Do you need me to repeat that? Because I kind of fumbled that one.
No, you can.
Okay. If you want, I'll have you read over here. I remember how I read them verbatim other than that last one. I may have fumbled through a little bit. Right here, this first section.
Okay.
Okay, just read them. And you can check or initial, please initial next to which one that applies. Yes.
You guys want this?
Hey, who's
Yeah, we can.
Let's leave it here with you. We're gonna grab the other guy.
Okay. With this said here, You understand? You stated that you checked yes next to each box. Would you be wanting to talk to us?
Yeah, I fucked up. I got a family, and I've never done it talking to a younger woman, and I'm sorry.
Okay. So to answer my question before we go forward or anything like that, do you want to talk to us in greater detail about why we're here, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And what I'll do is I'll have you sign here next to the X. All right, so you understand everything, right? You're not being threatened, coerced, or anything like that into talking to us or anything like that. Okay. The next part is going to be your phone that was recovered. I understand it was somewhere in the car. We'll deal with wherever it was. The other deputies located it. Is there a passcode or anything like that to the phone?
Mm-mm.
No? You can just open it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the home button?
It goes back to contacts.
This does?
Yeah.
Okay.
The LGG2.
All right. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go through it if we can. I mean, obviously, I see there's some type of text messages going on right here. It looks like some type of communication. I can either do it the easy way or the hard way. It doesn't matter to me. Either way, I'm going to get what I want out of the phone.
Everything's there, so.
Okay. Would you be giving me permission to download the conversations and stuff like that out of the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not trying to look for anything outside of other than for this investigation. Okay. Then what I'll have you do is give me a consent to search. You'll initial here. You can read through here. It'll just say I give consent to the Osceola County Sheriff's deputies and employees to search my, it's going to be an LG whatever model cell phone located out here at the sheriff's office. I further give consent to the Osceola County Sheriff's deputies and employees to search all areas located in my cell phone and or buildings, structures. That this covers as a kind of a catch-all for everything. Vehicles adjacent to my cell phone, okay, including all containers located there within. And then I'll have you, of course, sign down here. So,
what's going to happen with my vehicle?
We'll get to that next. We'll get to that. I'll have to speak with. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of vehicle you drive.
The Explorer.
What year?
95.
Is it paid for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the boss man and see what he says about it. I'll fill all this out. It's just going to be, this is for your cell phone. I don't know. You've already. What'd you say it was? An LG what?
G2.
G2. You can see it there. I just put in your cell phone, LG G2 cell phone, the address here at the sheriff's office, and then it's not going to apply to the buildings and all that type of stuff. So,
What goes on from here? I mean,
well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you. I'm basically going to swear you in, then we'll go from there. Okay, so kind of this is all the legal mumbo jumbo that we have to jump through. All right, this interview is being conducted at the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. The date is, it's actually 2601 East Earlo, Bronson. The date is September 13th, 2015. The time is 3:30 in the afternoon. Person being interviewed is Eric Michael Redmond in reference to incident number 15I083250. This interview is being conducted by Detectives Miller and Wedley. Persons present during the interview are myself, Eric, and Detective Kelly Wedley from Polk County. At this time, Eric, will you state your first name, your address, and your phone number?
first name is Eric, last name is Redmond, R-E-D-M-O-N-D. Jail or...
If you lie, you can go to jail. Okay. At this time, will you raise your right hand? You swear the statement you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. That's all the mumbo jumbo that we have to jump through. Sorry. All right. Well, Eric, why are you here?
He's talking to an underage, or supposedly an underage girl.
Okay. How old?
14.
14? How old are you?
38.
38? What are you guys talking about?
She talked about wanting to be pregnant.
Okay.
And I offered me to do stuff with her.
do stuff. You have to be pretty descriptive of what you were telling me.
Well, she asked if I would impregnate her. I told her yes.
Okay. Did you guys talk about any specifics or where you guys were supposed to do this or anything?
She asked about going back to her place and possibly the car, but that was it.
She brought that up or you brought that up?
I asked her where would we go, and she said my apartment. She said her mother was leaving at a certain time.
Okay. How did you,
It was on Craigslist.
on Craigslist? Okay. And when did you start talking with her?
Today.
Today? What time?
Offhand, I don't know. It had to be sometime this morning, I believe.
Okay. Was it on your phone or on your home computer or where did you meet her?
It was off the phone.
Off the phone. Do you have the Craigslist like app or something like that?
Actually, I was at work and I emailed it off my work computer, and then we talked on the phone
You work at,
at the Marriott.
where's that located at?
680 North Orange Avenue, downtown Orlando.
Where's that computer located at?
In my office.
In your office, okay. So if I ask for Redmond's office, somebody will be able to point me in the right direction. Is that a locked, secured office?
Yeah.
Is it a secured computer and it's only your computer?
Yeah.
Sole use of it?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. So you started communicating
Today.
today off your work computer. And then what happened?
She exchanged numbers with me, and we were talking through text messaging.
Do text? Okay. And what was her number?
I don't know what's in there. I don't.
Is that the conversation that,
The conversation that was on there was it.
this one right here that's on there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there quite a few?
Yeah, there's a lot.
It goes through a lot. Okay. What was her name?
She told me it was Ashley.
It says hi, it's here. It's Alyssa?
Or Alyssa.
Oh. Yeah. Gotta get the name straight, man. Okay. What all did you guys, what specifics, what did you talk about? What were you gonna do? Did you have any demands of her? Did she ask you of anything specifics or anything like that?
No. She asked, I asked if I can have oral with her. She said yes.
If you could perform oral on her, or she would? Okay. Is that the terminology you used?
I said, eat your pussy.
Okay. So you wanted to eat her pussy? Okay. You understand it. How many times did they tell you she tell you she was 14?
I think once. I think maybe once. I think maybe twice. I don't remember.
You understand that's pretty
Yes, I do.
bad mistake?
Yes.
You ever done this type of stuff before?
No, sir.
Do you have home computers?
I have a laptop, but I don't use it. My wife uses it for her work email and stuff.
What does your wife do?
She works for a company called ATS, it's a cell phone tower company.
There's no need for us to go through that computer to make sure there's no child pornography or anything like that?
I have no child porn in my.
Is there anything on this phone that I'm going to need to be concerned about?
No.
No? Other than the text messages, that's all I'm going to find? Okay.
This is my first time, and
Have you ever hooked up on Craigslist before with other thing, or adults or anything like that? I mean,
No,
why would we all of a sudden
a lot of the time I was just browsing. My wife and I were having some issues. We still are. We've been doing counseling back and forth. I do a men's mentoring group down the road here, and they claim I have a sex addiction problem. They have me on medication for it, but I haven't been taking it. I don't know.
Getting to that next step, is there what type of medications and stuff are you?
I don't know what there's some long names.
Okay.
They gave me one for depression and one for obsessive compulsive.
Okay. Is there anything else you're diagnosed with?
No.
Do you have any mental deficiencies?
No.
Do you think that you need to be diagnosed with any mental deficiencies?
No.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol right now?
No.
Nothing that would alter your mental status?
No.
Thinking? Nothing?
No.
We can just chalk this up to one big dumbass mistake? Okay.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's probably not gonna be good when we get home.
No, probably won't be. I mean, these aren't the best of situations, you know what I mean? Do you have children yourself? How old?
I have a 6-year-old son.
6-year-old son? How would you feel that if at 14 somebody was preying on him?
I'd be upset. Very upset.
You'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? Where do you think we should go from here?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, I know sorry's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think should happen as a long term?
I need to stick with my mentoring group that I'm supposed to go to and start taking my medication again. Because
What's the medication? The medication is for a sex addiction?
they give me a sex addiction.
So you routinely look at regular porn?
I don't look at no porn. There's been an issue with my wife and I where I want to have sex with her all the time and she doesn't want to. Then we went to go for the counseling. The counselor told me, Denise Myers told me that there was a sex addiction problem and that I needed to go see a psychiatrist. So we went to a psychiatrist. They put me on the medication and I was fine for a while and I just stopped taking it. The medication makes me tired, and with working all the time, it was just making me tired. And that's one of the symptoms of the medication was making you drowsy and tired.
Do you work anywhere else besides Marriott?
No.
What exactly do you do at Marriott?
I'm a chief engineer. I do anything from HVAC, plumbing, electrical, drywall. I'm in charge of all maintenance.
Okay. You go to church anywhere?
I used to go to City of Life.
You volunteer anywhere?
No, I used to be a volunteer fireman, but after they got rid of the firemen, I haven't volunteered anymore.
Anywhere else you come in contact with kids?
No.
You understand where I'm going with that?
Yes, sir.
I'm just wondering if... want to make sure there's no kids that are going to pop up saying that.
No.
Okay.
The emails, but you haven't put it out. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so what time were you working yesterday? Did you work yesterday?
I worked yesterday.
Okay. What time?
I was there from... I think I got there at 7, probably had to be around 7:15, 7:30.
a.m.?
Yes.
Okay, so, and I know you said you talked to her today, but this is showing that you emailed her yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I started talking to this person today. Can I
Okay,
say
it
the email?
says, hey, I'm Eric, and I'm very interested in chatting and getting to know you, honey. Hope we can chat soon. That top one there?
Oh, maybe it was sent yesterday then. I don't remember, honestly, but
So
if it's there, then I guess I did.
I know it's really tiny. So, she posted a Get Me Pregnant ad. Is that what it was on Craigslist?
Yes.
That's what you responded to?
Yes.
Okay. And then after that, that looks like the emails, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, she told you, it looks like almost 6 o'clock, so it was a couple hours later, that she wanted to be on 16 and Pregnant
I wasn't at work then.
on MTV, okay. And then so this morning at 7:12, so that's when you got into work
When I
this
got it,
morning?
yes.
Okay, so you checked your email this morning and
Yes.
saw that? And then you said, so you're 16, where are you located? And then she come back and said, no, I'm 14, then I want to be on 16 and Pregnant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then you guys, she sent some pictures. Do these look like the pictures that she sent?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you asked to see naked images of her?
Yeah.
Knowing that she was 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why were you asking for the nudes?
Wanted to see if it was real or not.
Okay. And then you asked her if she was a cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe you had a few phone conversations too, correct?
Yes.
What were the phone conversations about?
Just tell her I didn't want any issues like this.
That you were afraid of being set up?
Mm-hmm.
And that you thought she might be a cop or that the law might be involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
How old did you tell her you were?
That's why I was 28.
Why did you tell her 28?
I don't know.
Okay. You're 38, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then did you also tell her that she might not get pregnant the first time, so you might have to do it more than one time?
Yes, ma'am.
And you asked if she was interested in that?
Yes.
Okay. So we were planning on trying it once and seeing if it worked, and then if not, coming back again?
Probably would have never came back, honestly.
Okay.
In all honesty, I really wasn't even going to come over here. When I made the circle the first time, I was just going to leave, and I was just...
Were you waiting to see if she was real or not, and then make your decision?
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, I know you guys are probably not going to believe it, but I was just going to leave.
Well, okay, let me ask you this, because there was another conversation, and you apparently were on the other side of Kissimmee.
Yeah, because she told me she lived over by medieval times.
And then you still got back and came back over here. So
I lived this way anyway,
Right.
so I was passing back
So
this
you
way.
thought you'd just come through and just check it out?
Mhm.
And then tell her to come outside?
Yes.
And then where were you at when you told her to come outside?
I was over by the Publix parking lot.
Just waiting to see?
Yes.
Because you thought it might still be a setup?
Yep. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. I mean,
No, we appreciate it.
Well, yeah, and I don't, unfortunately, I'm reading through this and it looks, even just looking at the text messages, not even the phone call, you're asking if she wants to have phone sex.
Right.
Then you said that you were with somebody and she would be home tonight, so you couldn't head over, and then you decide that you would head over. Let's play Please Just Real Fast and I'll head over by you. And then you want to know if you could do it in your truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't sound like somebody that wasn't interested. You wanted to know if she could suck on you too, right? So you were asking for a blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, I don't want any issues. Then, when you're almost here, or a little ways away, you asked her if she was showered, and again, said that you wanted to perform oral sex on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after you got off the phone the last time, you said, oh my God, want you more and more.
Right.
Now that doesn't sound like somebody that's not interested. That was,
Right.
I don't know, 10 minutes before you got there?
I understand.
I mean, I'm just asking you to be honest. You've been pretty
Yes.
good about being honest, but this doesn't sound like somebody who's just going to drive away. This sounds like somebody who was intending to have sex with somebody.
Okay.
Well, am I making that up?
No.
So if she was there and she turned out to be real, you probably would have had sex with her.
Probably.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you want to do initial names or not.
Yeah. Right.
I just at the point where she said she was 14, did you think, what the hell?
Yes.
You're 38.
How many other Craigslist ads did you respond to yesterday while you were working?
I don't think. Well, I responded to a couple for jobs and stuff, what have you, but that was it. I believe.
But in casual encounters, how many did you hit up?
I think maybe 2 or 3, maybe that one, and maybe 2 other ones.
How often do you do that?
Not often.
Just on occasion?
Yes.
I mean, and you've explained the sex addiction, so obviously there are some issues there. Have you been doing it since you got off of the medication, or is it something that
I
you've
started
done?
doing it back when I got off the
Were
medication.
you doing it when you were on the meds?
No.
Were you doing it prior to, like, let's say before you were medicated? Did you go on Craigslist before that? I mean, is it something? There's a ton of people on there.
Well,
There's
I've
nothing
went
wrong
on
with it.
Craigslist before,
Yeah.
you know, and my wife has asked me, you know, because she'll go through my phone and say, hey, you know, why were you on Craigslist?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's part of the issue that we were having was me going on Craigslist, and she's like, well, are you meeting people? And I said, no. And she's like, you swear to God? I said, I swear on my son, I didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, if you guys pull it up, it's going to show it. So, I mean,
And, well, okay, but were you lying to her? Did you ever meet anybody?
I never met nobody.
And so, for some reason today, you thought that meeting a 14-year-old would be the first person you would meet on Craigslist. Any reason? I mean,
It's a big, huge mistake. I mean, and I don't know why I made the decision to do it. I don't know.
do you go on any other apps or any other sites to meet people or look for people or even just chat with people?
No.
Just casual encounters on Craigslist? Anything else you think we need to know?
No, man.
I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, what I'll do is I'll pass the phone off. Is there anything in here? I'll go through and log it. One of the guys stand by. I just gotta do a little typing and we'll be on our way. Okay.
What's going to go on from here?
You're gonna be arrested. Okay, you'll be transported to the jail. We'll go over the charges and everything. I'll let you know the exact charges.
Can I call my wife from my phone? Because she won't answer from another phone.
It's in airplane mode right now. We'll try from ours. We'll try from one of ours. Because what I want to do is I want to get them working on that right now.
So can I just call her just real quick and just tell her the situation I'm in? Because that way she knows I was supposed to be on my way home. I don't want her to be worrying that I'm not coming home, or I'm probably not going to come home. I'm probably going to
Just give me a couple minutes. Give me a couple minutes, and if I can make that work, I'll let it work. Let me just run it by the boss man real quick, okay?
Do you know how much my bond is going to be?
No, we're gonna go. I gotta see what we got. So.
Do you want the belly cleaning?
Do what?
Do you want the belly?
You're okay with them like that right now? Yeah, there's no sense in doing that. See Fred. Any of the CRT guys work here? Or can you have Fred come out, actually? Yeah, I'll grab it here.
Okay. You saw one now.
You,
Remind him that it's.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't have a problem with you. I just don't want you touching, trying to destroy anything like that, or anything wiping or anything like that, but I'll allow that, so. Let me get it back off the airplane mode, sorry. That one?
Yeah.
I'll click right.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm not gonna be home tonight. I'm arrested. I'm not. I was fucking around at work and was talking to somebody online and turned out to be an underage girl. And I went to go meet over at the Wendy's and they arrested me.
If she answers from a
Hello?
blocked number.
Hello? I'm just letting you know. Do you want to talk to the deputy? He's right here if you don't believe me. Alright. Love you, bye.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you tell her to answer a blocked one, I'll call out and explain it to her later. But you, short, sweet, to the point, so. Alright, let me just type up real quick and, you good right now? You need anything? You need a drink of water or anything? No? Alright. Can I grab one of those tissues? Sorry, if you see Shelly help me in here.
Okay.
She's coming up for 43.
Alright. Do you know what's going to happen to my vehicle?
I don't know yet, sir. Do you know what they're doing with this car yet?
I know. Where were you going?
What year?
Where?
Chicago.
What city in Chicago?
Hopeful. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, so.
Right. That's fine. And where are you living at right now?
3501 Pixie Lane.
Is it the same one on your license?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So you want to dump that a little bit through it? Got it.
Or just towing it?
Huh?
They're towing the car.
Where's it gonna be towed to, you know?
They'll give you the information on that. What that means is they're not seizing it, they're just towing it, and it'll be towed to the whatever rotation records next on the list.
Will it be in Osceola
It'll
or?
be somewhere in Osceola County. It just depends on who the next one will be.
What about all my tools and stuff? They'll be safe in the vehicle?
Everything should be safe. They'll be secured inside some type.
Is there any possible way I can turn my wrist the other way?
Just a minute here.
Sorry.
That's all right. I know it's a little awkward when they're like that.
Thank you. Thanks.
They'll have when they have the tow sheet for you. They'll tell you who has the car.
They don't do like signature bonds here that I can just go out on and just show up to court?
Now you have to push some kind of bond usually.
Is it a high bond normally or?
I'm not sure what all the charges are. There's a set of bond amount, and then what happens is if you've bonded out before first appearance, usually, then there's a then you're bonded out. If not, it goes in front of first appearance. The judge can either leave the bond the same, raise the bond, or drop the bond. So we have to do it at that point. Once you see the judge's initial appearance, unless you bonded out prior to that. But they'll give you copies of all that when they take
And
it.
then will I be able to make one phone call off my phone to check with my neighbor, see if he can post my bond? Because I don't know his number by heart.
If you let the detective know before you go that you need to try to maybe get a phone number out, maybe they can let you get a phone number out with the phone and all. Let you be able to see what the numbers are.
Am I able to put my house up for my bond?
I don't know, sir. You gotta check with the bond company.
Have you called from the jail to do your collect call?
Mhm.
Do the cell phones accept the collect calls as well? Sorry, I'm asking too many questions. I'm just asking.
Honestly, I don't know. I know there was a period of time, and again, I don't know if it's still going on.
Sorry.
It's been a while since I've been in a jail. Some of these questions I just can't answer. Just haven't been around much to ask the guys.
Man, sorry, I'm just
I know
asking.
they used to be able to make. You could make like you could call the cell phone. You could like 1 or 2 free calls. They're usually short, so you could hit somebody up on a cell phone, let them know what's going on, and then you get like so many seconds, like maybe 60 seconds for free. Say, hey, blah, 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 just get it out. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Okay.
I guess you're asking me all these questions. I guess I need to go over and talk to corrections because it's been a while.
Sorry.
As far as taking somebody in, I've been it's been 2.5, about 2.5 years since I've been on a regular basis.
Yeah, like I said, sorry, I'm just asking.
I used to do DUI force, used to be in there all the time. So, but it's just been a couple years since I transferred out of that, started doing something else. So, as a supervisor, they frown on us arresting a lot of people. They want us to be available to
Gotcha.
handle what they consider supervisory things to do. So.
Bring it down.
All right.
So.
Is CRT taken or is?
Yeah, we're gonna have one.
Okay. You want to get one of them coming up or?
Yeah, as soon as Fred sees that it's printed and signed, then he'll make a phone call because of all the freaking.
Am I able to call or get the phone number from my neighbor real quick?
Yeah, let me check with Roman real quick and see where the status of the phone, because they're relatively quick.
Thank you.
I'll check on that. So.
Actually, can I check in my wallet? Maybe I have it in there.
Just give him a minute when he comes back. He's the case agent, so I'll let him deal with all that. So. What's up, John?
And then I'll just wait and see. Sorry.
There's some stuff I can answer, some stuff I don't. He's gonna ask me a bunch of questions. I guess you need to go talk to him for a little bit or find out. So.
I was gonna ask about the vehicle. I didn't know if I got out tonight, if I was able to get the vehicle back tonight, or if I have to wait till the morning.
With that, if the tow truck already came out, they'd probably hit you with an after-hours charge. So it'd probably be a lot cheaper to get it tomorrow. Because if they have to come out after hours, especially being a Sunday, they'll probably hit you an after-hour and a Sunday fee. So, and any time on Sunday would tend to be after hours. So
Gotcha.
if you bought it out right away, they'd probably hit you with the after-hour fee to come get it.
Okay.
So it'd probably be cheaper to get it tomorrow in that aspect.
Can I see those papers or no?
They'll get you a copy of this. Probably a copy of your charging affidavit and the top forms, disclosure.
Alright, I got it. Let me just, hang tight. Good. Great job. There was a couple Corys. Kelly?
Oh, that's his wife as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got hers too, or?
Yep. And then I've got Marco's as like a 917.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to?
Can I try to call Corey and see if I can get him to do it, or we'll call Kelly?
I'll call Corey.
Let's try to call Kelly.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to just tell him that you got a $4,500 bond and you're gonna be at the jail?
Am I able to speak to her just real quick? I won't be long, I promise.
I was just gonna go do it from my desk. I mean, otherwise you could do it from the jail if you need to call him.
Yeah, just call the Kelly and ask her, and then if not, can you just ask her to call Marco and see if he can?
You don't want me to call Marco?
Can you call both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. They call for transport, so.
And then can you just save that number so I can
I'll
get
give
it?
you this.
Okay.
Yeah, that way you have it.
Thanks.
Just give me a minute.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Just waiting on transport.
There he is.
Transport?
Deputy.
Hey,
But I don't know, but he looks like he can do the job.
I'm pretty sure that's why I'm here.
Oh, what's up, Seamus? You're a transport?
That's what I'm assuming.
Hey, let's remember you can find the call for sure. Ready to go.
Is he in there or there? Here.
Is he there? See?
No.
They call it? Okay, call him.
Nice. Yep. Ready to roll. All right. Here's this here.
Do you want to
Change out cuffs.
Are you gonna touch with anything?
I left a voicemail on Marco.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I did call these. This one just rang and rang and rang. Do you want me to leave a voicemail on hers?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, one more piece of paper.
Somebody, this one's actually going to go with him. I'll leave a voicemail on Kelly's.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I missed that.
And if she calls back, I'll kind of direct, you know what I mean? I'll tell her how much the thing is. And
No, see the other side.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, no problem, no
I'm
problem.
gonna have to put the cuffs I'm putting on are gonna go behind your back,
That's
all right? All right, put your hands behind your back. Everything ready to rock and roll there?
Can we unloosen that one just a tad, please?
All right.
I don't think it even unloosened.
Actually, here,
Oh.
picture of it's probably the way your arm is.
If you put on.
They're actually, it seems like it's worse that way, but
Yeah, you're going to have to twist it. I would almost put them together like you're frying like this. That's what I would say. That honestly is, yeah. It won't hurt your wrist as much.
yep.
All right, thanks.
Luckily, it's not too long of a ride.
Yeah, I mean, it's right up the road, so.
There's that. That's the phone numbers on the front of there. So just make sure you get those.
Okay, all the stuff will go into your property, right?
All right, with the phone number, will they let me take the phone number in?
Yeah, they're going to ask you, yeah. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll probably keep the ID out anyways. But, and just make sure they're 26 on that.
Yeah,
Right there.
Yeah, this is not, it's my second one today.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, man.
All right, Eric. Best of luck, man. Appreciate your cooperation, okay?